When we started developing the software to run the smart home part of the SeaPod, we started building iOS and Android apps, as well as the software in the back end that would control them. We started building them from scratch. And that was going along quite well. But then, about a year and a half into the process, we decided that it was going too slowly and it would be much more efficient to use this software we found, which was called Home Assistant. And it is an open source platform, which is perfect for us because we wanted to use an open source platform that we wanted to make our software open source so that anyone could use it and help move things along for developing things on seasteading and as an open source platform. So we wanted to have something that was going to be open anyway, and then we found this software. And basically there's already hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are already contributing to this software on a global scale. So it really made sense to actually pretty much drop all the software we had already developed and move everything over to this platform because it was already very mature and is already in use in tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of homes around the world by people that are just developing the software because they're do-it-yourself enthusiasts and tinkerers that are all over the world to developing this stuff. So it's a great platform. You can check it out. They have a website, home-assistant.io, and I'll just take you for a quick look through here. So they have a dashboard, so it works on a web browser or a tablet. They also have Android and iOS apps that can be totally configured and customized. The design, the colors, the interface, and everything. They have different themes and templates that you can use to as a starting point, and then customize them from there. This is the basic interface, but it can be customized as much as you want. So there's a lot that you can do here. This is just one design. You can customize this you can edit the dashboard, you can do all kinds of things. It's very, very powerful software. You can have everything in here, your audio, your lights, your home theater, your temperature for your home, thermometer, air conditioning, heating, doorbells, everything. You can integrate almost unlimited number of sensors and devices. There's tons of integrations. There's currently 1,856 that are listed here. And these are publicly available, but you can also develop your own and plug them in. We're developing hundreds of our own integrations, and once we have time, we're going to make those integrations public so that anyone can just pick up our integrations and use them off the shelf. So I'll take you through some of the ones that are available. That's pretty cool. There's Apple iTunes integration, so you can play your iTunes playlist music. Apple TV is integrated as well. There's several weather services. This is one of them. There's If This Then That, and this opens up tons of avenues for customizability for your home. If you're not familiar with If This Then That, then I recommend you take a look at it because the amount of customizations you can do with this is truly astounding. It's something that, like, as an example, if you wanted to turn your lights on, you could have a customization that says if you post something to your Twitter account, like say if you posted a specific word to your Twitter account, then it would actually turn on your lights or turn off your lights, or it would turn your thermometer on. So you could use your Twitter account to send controls to control your home. Now, whether or not that's useful or not is up to you, but you could tweak it to have any keywords, to look for any keywords you wanted to on any Twitter account or other accounts. It could be your Facebook account, it could be your Instagram account, it could be a Telegram account, it could be so many different ways of doing this. So it's super powerful. It can integrate with a phone number. It can integrate with different services. There's literally hundreds of services that it integrates with, and it really adds a lot of power. So that's very interesting. Domino's Pizza. There's a Domino's Pizza integration. So you could actually order pizza very easily through the service. Now, unfortunately, there's no Domino's Pizza nearby the first SeaPods that we're going to be launching, but who knows what will happen in the future. There's a Bitcoin integration, so you'll be able to check the price of Bitcoin very easily through an integration. If we do an integration with that, we just have to integrate it into the platform. So that's a possibility. There's a blockchain.com integration available. There's a BMW connected drive, so you could get information on your car through the service as well, which is interesting. So you could have your car parked at the marina close to the SeaPod community. You can have your calendar connected to the system, so it can, if you have an early morning appointment on your calendar, your house may wake you up an hour. You can set your house to wake you up an hour before your first appointment, so that you are awake. You're in front of the computer for your call or whatever it might be. So that could be interesting. And there's tons of customizations that can be done from there. The possibilities of where this can go is pretty amazing. There's going to be custom programming that would have to be done to make all these integrations useful. It can also integrate with Etherscan if you're with various tokens on top of the Ether network or ETH network. There's feed reader, so you can have your RSS content feed go into your SeaPod home, so you can maybe have the news read to you automatically in the morning or appear on your dashboard. Tons of different content integrations here. There's Fitbit, so you can get your Fitbit data into your home if you wanted it there. It integrates with Google Assistant, Google Maps, so you can get map data. There's Google Translate, so you can do translate from text to speech, and probably the other way around as well. So you can ask the computer to translate something from, if you have something that you need to translate on the house, that could come in handy. There's HomeKit for Apple fans, so you can integrate with any HomeKit electronic devices. There's OpenCV, which is an open standard for artificial intelligence. So if you want to use AI for identifying objects in cameras in your home, there's maybe some integrations that can be done there, and we'll probably do an integration with this so we can identify, for example, if your boat is pulling up to your SeaPod and you want to identify that it's your boat, then you can have it learn what your boat looks like. So when you approach the house, then maybe automatically starts playing your preferred music, or maybe the house lights come on. But if it's someone else's boat, like maybe you have your wife's boat is different from your boat. So if your wife approaches in her boat, then the different kinds of music would appear, would start playing, or maybe different lighting would come on. Maybe it would welcome her or unlock the door. So there's different possibilities with that as well. So there's so many possibilities. It's just a matter of coding it and it will take some time to get to the advanced level of all the uses that are possible with this software, but it's incredibly powerful. You can integrate with your Sonos account, your Spotify account, your Telegram account, so you can maybe have it read you your Telegram messages, Tesla Powerwall. So it's maybe not so useful for SeaPod right now because we're not integrating with Powerwall, but it could have future integration with the Tesla car. So you could have your car data read from your SeaPod, so you could maybe get your battery level or something like that from your SeaPod. Twilio, so this could be interesting because you could make outgoing calls and receive calls on your SeaPod using an integration with Twilio, which allows you to do advanced telephony services like phone, fax, and you can have phone numbers and fax numbers and voice message numbers all over the world. So you can have people call you at a local number in Brazil and it forwards to your SeaPod, and you can receive calls on your SeaPod potentially. So there's all kinds of cool things here. Xbox integration, so that could be kind of cool for you gamers out there. So yeah, this is pretty exciting. We're very excited about this. This sped up our development plans by at least 5 years, and it really goes in line with our open source development ethos that we are pushing with our SeaPod developments. So this makes it easier for anyone that wants to get into being our competitor to start a competitive floating home business. We're more than happy to have competition because we want this whole industry to move forward. This is only the very beginning of the floating home industry, and we want to have it flourish. So the more people doing this, the better.